Welcome back to DIY with Dave. In my last build video, I built an awesome toy cabinet for the kids. When I was building the toy cabinet, I used this Kreg Jig quite a bit for all of the different cubbies that I screwed in. The Kreg Jig is fantastic because it's very simple to use, especially for beginning woodworkers. And the way that it works is very simple. The drill head is shaped in a particular way, and what that does is it drills a very specific hole that allows for a screw to be screwed in. And that screw holds tight into one piece and is joined in to another. And so it's a pretty strong hold. One of the challenges of using a pocket hole jig is that when you drill the pocket holes, they leave a bit of an unsightly mark or an unsightly hole. You can see it here. Now, if it's hidden, it's not a problem. In fact, you don't have to do anything with them. If it's hidden, you won't ever see it and it's fine. But for a project like this, where, I mean, these cubbies, they're gonna have toys in them and things like that, but they will be somewhat open. So I do wanna plug them. They do sell these plugs. Kreg sells them that allow you to kind of stick these in there. You glue them in, you sand them flush, and they work just fine. But honestly, they're all 3/8 of an inch, and so you can just use a 3/8 inch dowel, do the same thing, and just cut it off. And then once it's plugged, I'll add some wood putty, let that dry, sand it all smooth, and then you paint over it. It's as simple as that. Once that's done, you're never gonna see it. When I was a beginning woodworker, I used the Kreg Jig for almost everything. Now that I've done a lot more projects and I feel a lot more comfortable, I don't actually use it all that often, but it still has a place in a lot of woodworking. In fact, if you look at some furniture in your house now, I'm sure that you could probably find some places where pocket hole joinery is used. This is the first thing I ever built with my Kreg Jig. It's a kid's stool, very well used, as you can see. I went a little crazy with the pocket holes. On the inside, I think there's 6 there and another 5 on each side, so 16 pocket holes, a little overkill, but I was excited to use a new tool, which, you know, happens. This first piece of furniture, though, is a great example of a method for hiding pocket holes, and that is put them in places where they're not going to be seen. And so the pocket holes that I have are here on the bottom. You can see them here on the bottom, but when the stool is up, you can't actually see them. You can see them on this side, but not from, you know, a height if you're looking down. So the pocket holes in this stool are mostly hidden. So what about other cases? Maybe in cases where the pocket hole is not going to be concealed and the piece of furniture is going to be painted. What I would say in those cases is that it's very difficult to conceal or match a pocket hole plug to the rest of the piece of wood. And there are ways that you can create your own plugs and do a bunch of other things like that, but it's actually really difficult to do. Also, 2 pieces of wood don't ever really stain the same way, and so it's actually gonna stick out like a sore thumb. So my suggestion is if it's a piece of wood that's gonna be painted, great, you can plug those. But if it's a piece of wood that's gonna be stained or have some kind of natural color, my suggestion is to use a different kind of joinery. Use something that's not going to be seen. It may take a little bit more work, it may take more effort, you may have to do something you've never done before, but pocket holes are not made for every situation. Now, I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, make sure to put them down in the comments. I'll always respond to the comments that I see, especially if people have questions about projects that I've worked on or about my experiences with different types of woodworking or DIY projects. I'm happy to answer those questions. So again, thank you so much. I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next one.